specifics about what we're doing relative to pedestrian safety really go in three category areas, and they're called the 3 E's of traffic safety. But they involve first engineering, which has a lot to do with markings on the road, lights, and methods to direct pedestrians and drivers, bicyclists for that matter. Then you have education, which is very important to help people, particularly in an area like ours where people come from a number of different areas and a number of different levels of experience with pedestrian safety and pedestrian traffic control devices, let's say. And then finally, enforcement. And enforcement is primarily an extension of the education. When you have a traffic control device like a signal, like the countdown signals you'll see on State Street and in various locations, to include Ferris, to include Perry and those locations, watch those closely and follow those signals, because they have been engineered in such a way to allow people to get safely across there. The right-of-way basically is this, that if a pedestrian has stepped into the roadway and a car is approaching so close as to have to really interrupt the forward movement of that car, meaning heavy braking or steering out of the way, the pedestrian has interfered with that vehicle that had the right-of-way in that travel situation. Remembering again, the practical thing is to be careful in any case, no matter who had the right-of-way. But the other notion is that if a car is coming and there's a pedestrian lawfully within the roadway already, then the car, of course, can't continue into the pedestrian. They have to stop.
My freshman year, I was early, like my first month of school, probably beginning of October, and I had my one late class until like 7 o'clock, and I was walking back to my hall from there. It was so weird because I don't remember what happened or what was in my head. I was just walking across the crosswalk, and I clearly remember looking both ways, and I know I'm good, so I'm walking and I have my iPod on, and then all of a sudden it was this slow sweeping sensation that I'm not on my feet anymore, and then next thing I know I'm on the hood of a car, and then I'm on the ground, my books are everywhere. I'm just like, that just happened. I look up and there's a big minivan, and I was really confused as to what happened, and then I felt my knee and my elbow both hurt. I was like, I just got hit by that van. Pedestrians
there are some practical situations where they should really heed these warnings that they need to stay alert. They need to stop the distractions, get off the cell phones, don't be talking with people when you're actually crossing a road necessarily. Wearing bright colored clothing is a big help. Pedestrians, there are an awful lot that they can do by being aware, and it's really not that hard. It's just a matter of good habits.
It's obviously been a hot topic issue, this whole pedestrian safety. There's been a couple tragic accidents this year, but I think rather than kind of pointing the finger one way, there's kind of students trying to point the finger and say, you need to do something to keep us safe, or administration saying, well, it's your fault. I think everybody needs to take responsibility to say, we all need to change our habits and change what we're looking at, because one side doing something isn't going to fix the whole problem.